Yeah, you're still here? You're hot, but I'm so mad at you right now. Hello and welcome back. Today we are checking out 009 Lives, a cyberpunk-themed visual novel in which you find out how far you'll go just to save your friend. Let's get started. I'm so excited. This looks so good. Bzz. Oh, fuck. Mercedes jerks upright from the couch, clutching her head with a strained groan. Oh my god. He's hot. Look at him. Hehe. Oh my god. He's giving me kind of like, you know, Fulgur Ovid from Niji-Sanji? He's giving me Fulgur Ovid vibes. Is everything okay? Oh, his name's Nine. She turns to her mentor, Nine, whose eyes are fixed upon the computer screen. My chip's acting up again. Messing with my head. Why can't you get it fixed again? I'll just tell him. I put in my request to get it fixed ages ago. Mercedes grumbles under her breath as she slumps back onto the couch. They just won't get back to me for whatever reason. It's like something I got to deal with for the time being. At least I never miss a bounty now. Annoying ass chip. Why don't you let me tinker with it? Surely I can do something about it. You know why I don't let you tinker with it? What if something happens? What if they revoke my hunter's permit? Or what if they barge in here thinking I'm trying to hack into my own chip, trying to give myself some unfair advantage? What if they take a look at my vitals? Mercedes, I get it. 9 sighs. You know I'm just worried about you, right? You just look so helpless when it happens. I don't understand why we both have to get these alerts. I mean, we live together. Tell me about it. Anyway, tell me about the bounty. I can't afford to get sidetracked now. Mercedes glances over at Nine's computer screen. Nine seems to be in the middle of programming something for a client. A demon for an upcoming cyber attack. They've always been good with that kind of thing. Just the usual. Some dumbass with illegal implants and no way of controlling himself. I never understand why people go through sketchy procedures in the first place. I guess out of desperation. It's kind of like why people go to Ripperdocs in Cyberpunk, right? Not only is it extremely risky, but it's always in a dingy basement with parts lying around all over the floor. Super unhygienic. You sound like you've experienced it firsthand. Nine laughs. Oh yeah, I've totally experienced it firsthand. I hate having perfectly good implants. I'd rather have no control over my body and risk death. Nine slams the enter key on their keyboard before spinning their chair to face Mercedes with a deadpan look. I'd totally love that. Mercedes laughs. Nine doesn't partake in sarcasm often, but when they do it, it never fails to be funny. Oh, this is so close now. Yeah. Nine walks over to the couch to sit beside Mercedes. Finally done with work. Come on, turn around, face the other way. Mercedes isn't entirely sure what's to come, but obliges nonetheless. A second later, she feels a pair of hands run through her hair. I can't imagine how your head feels. You used to look forward to bounties. Now, every time you get one, you're in pain. It's hard to watch. Mercedes doesn't speak. She's too caught up in the moment. Nine always knows what she needs. Please, don't stop. Zzz. Mercedes jolts up, sending panic through Nine's body thinking she hit a nerve. Fuck, okay, I'll do this fucking bounty. Mercedes grabs her jacket and rushes out the door, slamming it on the way out of frustration. God forbid she enjoys anything. A second later, a fit of laughs is heard from the room. Mercedes smiles. Mercedes drives her knee into the man's back, forcing him down onto the concrete. Straddling him, she firmly secures his arms behind his back with a pair of handcuffs. Let me go! I'll kill you! Yeah, nothing I haven't heard before. With a tap on her implant, she hears a ding to signal HQ's pickup. The man turns to look at her and pauses for a moment. Wait, aren't you Harvey's girl? What? How do you know Harvey? He chuckles softly before bursting into laughter. Oh man, how do I not? I know all about him. I know how he... In a quick second, a boot swiftly meets the man's face, knocking him out. Mercedes looks up at the figure in front of her, a smile instantly spreading on her face. Oh my god! Why is everyone in this game hot? Look at him! Oh god, he's so hot. He's so pretty. Hey beauty, is creep bothering you? Harvey offers his hand out to Mercedes, pulling her up into a hug. Not as much as you do. Ouch. Cold as always, Ma. What are you doing here anyway? Well, I happen to have 2 tickets to the new Doom movie and was wondering if you wanted to watch it with me. Maybe come to my place after. Oh my god, look at him blush. Ugh. She giggles and closes her eyes. I thought you hated Doom. Don't you find it dated? Yeah, but you like it. That's enough of a reason to go. Alright, Casanova, I'll go with you. After I finish this job though, I've got to send him to HQ. Harvey pumps his hands in the air and lets out a woo. I'll see you at the mall later then. Our usual spot? Yes, Harvey. Our usual spot. She grins and waves him off as he takes his leave. How does he know about me and Harvey though? Weird. God, that movie was so good. Was it just me, or did Timmy Chamoy look better than usual? Debatable. Harvey opens his apartment door for Mercedes, entering after her. Mercedes takes off her shoes, hopping onto his bed. Now that she thinks about it, this was the latest she's been in his house. It's kind of scary when it's dark here. It didn't help that it was a more dangerous part of the city. By the way, I haven't had a chance to ask yet. How's your roommate? The android? They're more than an android and 9's doing fine. Right, sorry. Is it not going to be worried about you not being home yet? Nah, they're distracted anyways. They got a lot of jobs this week. They're probably grateful that I'm out instead of being around to annoy them. Oh, I see. Well, I'm going to take a shower. Don't touch anything. Without me? Aw, without me? Don't tempt me, wench. Mercedes chuckles to herself and takes a chance to glance around his room. Pile of clothes? He sure does have a lot of dirty laundry lying around for someone who's rarely out. Maybe he secretly parties a lot. I wouldn't put it past him. Bookshelf with files. He's got a lot of files on this bookshelf. Each of them look like they have at least 100 documents in them. I wonder what they're about. Sharpened knives. His knives look well managed, and that's coming from me. He did mention that he cooks a lot though, so it's not that surprising. I wouldn't have pinned him for a photographer, I would have pinned him for something else entirely though, ayo. I'd love to see his pictures someday. Empty ramen cups. For someone who claims to be the perfect house husband, he seems to have more ramen cups than actual meals. Lost in thought, Mercedes barely registers the sound of running water stopping. Yo, she looks up, watching as he leaves his bathroom with a towel slung casually over his shoulders. He throws it into his ever-growing clothing pile. You should get that cleaned up, man. That's gross. Harvey shrugs and leaps onto the bed next to her. I will, eventually. Gross. Your place is kinda nasty, dude. How are you gonna bring home girls this way? It's not, and I don't. I bring home one, and she doesn't mind. Mercedes laughs and lightly shoves him. He shoves her back and looks up at her, their eyes meeting. His lips tug into a gentle smile. What? Nothing. You're just really pretty. He sits up. Oh my god. He sits up to push a strand of Mercedes' hair behind her ear, cupping her face in the process. I know that I say it a lot, but I hope you know I mean it each time. Each time? She giggles softly, her breath catching as she intertwines her fingers with his, nuzzling her cheek deeper into his touch. Yeah, each time. His eyes flicker down to her lips, and back to her eyes as if nothing else exists in the world. 9. I didn't tell them I wouldn't be home. He leans closer to her, the warmth of his lips softly thawing her cold ones. Harvey. Oh, wait, what? This, without a doubt, has to be the worst way to wake up. Upon opening her eyes, Mercedes looks around the room. A presence is missing. Harvey's gone. He's nowhere to be seen. Harvey? Mercedes calls out his name, but to no response. Did he really just leave? Maybe he has a good reason. This is his house after all. Mercedes gets out of bed, takes one glance in the mirror and heads straight for the door. Still no sign of Harvey anywhere. Where could he have gone? She checks her phone. No message from 9. That's odd. Surely they would have asked where Mercedes was, or if she's even coming home. Mercedes tries not to think too deeply about it. 9's probably just busy. Or it's a charge day. They're not entirely present during those things, maybe they just forgot. Oh, I hope they're okay. 9? You there? Mercedes pushes their front door open, hoping to hear them call back. Silence. Where are they? Maybe they're still asleep? Mercedes gingerly pushes open the door to their shared bedroom, the hinges creaking softly in the protest at the intrusion. She tiptoes across the room, trying not to wake a possibly sleeping 9. 9? She pulls back the cover to find their bed empty, only a body pillow in their place. Not here. There's only one place 9 could be. The office. 9's either out of the house or waiting to scare me the second I open that door. This isn't funny, 9. Are you in here? Mercedes lingers outside the door waiting for a response. She lets out a deep sigh after a couple of moments of silence. She reaches for the door handle, noticing how cold it is compared to the others. She opens the door expecting to be faced with either a grinning 9 or nobody in the room, but finds the window open instead. Jeez, that's why it's so cold in here. 9 must have forgotten to close the window. Making steps towards the window, she notices a cable out of place, and then another, and another. A million cables splattered all over the floor. That better not be part of 9. What the? Following the source, Mercedes then came across the person she was looking for. 9. There they are, lying there. No! Mercedes froze. 9? No, this is a dream. This has to be a dream. Mercedes walks closer to 9, praying for someone to rip her out to reality sooner or later. Vital cables ripped out of them, expensive implants all stolen, their eyes blacked out. This was happening. No, not again, not again, not again. Mercedes takes a glance at 9's monitor. 9's bounty chip is still in there. She quickly pulls up their vitals, all flashing red, except one. Their conscience is still intact. It's only 30% damaged, but how could that be? How do you break a portion of their neurobyte drive? It's either all in or not. Unless... Mercedes types away at the keyboard, opening up a software called MyBot. Their condition is exactly as Mercedes predicted. It's corruption. 30% of their bytes are corrupted, and the number's only going up from here. Mercedes isn't aware of the amount of time she or 9 has. It's a ticking time bomb. What do I do? 9, please. I can't do this without... Harvey! Maybe Harvey knows what to do. Mercedes reaches for her phone and dials Harvey's number. He's not picking up. Fuck! Can this take it any worse? Surely he's home by now. I'll just run back over. Mercedes, out of breath and lightheaded, knocks on Harvey's door after running the entire way back again. He has to be home. Mercedes might lose her mind if he's not. She needs somebody. Mercedes knocks on his door. Harvey? Are you in there? No response. Mercedes sighs before deciding to bang on the door this time. Harvey! It's an emergency! Still out of breath, she places an ear against his door. She hears rustling inside and her blood starts to boil. I know you're in there, Harvey! Open this door! He finally opens it, a coffee mug in hand. Whoa, calm down. I'm here. Where were you? I was getting us... Mercedes finally breaks, all her emotions finally flowing out in a loud sob. Oh shit, what's wrong? He quickly puts his coffee down on the countertop, rushing her in to hold her. It's not because of me, is it? Were you mad that I was gone? No, God no. I didn't even... Calm down, Mare. I'm here. I'm sorry. You want to tell me what's up? He places his forehead against hers, rubbing her arms to ease her. It's 9. Someone hurt them. The android. Do those things even feel pain? Yes, Harvey, fuck! Of course they feel pain! Mercedes pushes him off and runs her hands through her hair, pacing around his apartment. My parts, fuck, I need your help. I don't know what kind of shady shit you do, or what connections you have, but... Harvey tries to reach out to Mercedes, though she swiftly slaps his hand away. Listen, I can't help you. What? What the fuck do you mean you can't help me? You can't even try to. 9s are one of a kind. Can't find parts like theirs just anywhere. Plus, their chip is barely functioning, right? It's almost impossible if you want to get it fixed before they're completely fucked. What? I didn't say anything about their chip. Well, I was just assuming... Harvey, you better have a goddamn good explanation before I kick you in the nuts. Did you hurt them? Don't just stand there, dumbass. Answer me. Did you hurt them? With a surge of adrenaline, Mercedes shoves him into the wall. A pained yelp escapes his lips as he presses it against the wall with a thud. Jesus, yes! Why? I did. Happy? How the fuck did you get in our house? We've got governmental protection. What do you even do for a living? Harvey sighs and looks away. No point in hiding it now. I'm an assassin. Like you, I do jobs for people to take out targets. I can't believe you. Don't be like that. We do the same thing. You of all people should know it's nothing personal, Nothing personal! Has this always been your plan? To get close to 9? Yes, but... Then yes! This is personal! What about last night? The past few years we spent together. Was that all for the hit? Am I just hard of a job to you? He bites his inner lip, his silence speaking louder than any words could. Mercedes scoffs and turns away from him. Man, Harvey, I can't believe you. You're so hot, but how dare you? This is despicable. Awful behavior. I can't even look at you right now. You're disgusting. I need the money, Ma. My sister's sick and you cannot be giving me a sob story right now. Do you think I give a fuck? And you could have just asked me for help. I cared about you, Harvey. You didn't have to go behind my back and try to kill my best friend. Oh shit, my bad. Think it was that big of a deal. Just a robot, Ma. You can just buy another 9, get a 10s or something if you need to. Whoa! There is no other 9. They're special to me. I don't know what you want me to say then. It's not my fault you're attached to steel. Let's face it, you're kidding yourself if you consider that robot a friend. It's all 1s and 0s up there. I doubt it even registers you as anything more than an animal. Mercedes felt a profound shift deep inside her. Just like that, the remnants of any feelings she once harbored for Harvey disappeared, leaving behind only a hollow emptiness in their wake. There was no warmth in her heart, no affection to be found. Instead, there was only disappointment, anger. Who even are you? 9's an android. At least they have empathy, something you're clearly lacking. Ma, just don't. I never want to see you again. Mercedes wraps her arms around herself as she makes her way out, trying her hardest to avoid looking at him. I'm only a call away if you need me. Harvey, you are in the fucking sin bin. 9? I'm back. Mercedes doesn't expect a response back, but she says it anyway. She rushes over to 9's side to take a good look at what parts she needs to find. However, it looks as if more parts are missing. I could have sworn. Mercedes takes a good look at her surroundings. Is someone here? Mercedes grabs a nearby cable and peeks out the office door. She sees and hears no one. The stress must be getting to her. Focus, Ma, you can't get distracted like this. She turns around and fixes her attention back to 9. They're too damaged. There's no way I can keep 9's conscience in this body. 9 isn't stored on an ordinary neurobyte drive, but a prototype. That makes 9's conscious extremely hard to transfer, not to mention the corruption slowly killing them bite by bite. Mercedes spends an hour looking for this drive, all over the internet, even in the deep dark one she isn't allowed to be in. Nothing. She's even sent a message to her superiors requesting assistance. Nothing. 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 All she gets are nothings. After careful consideration and analysis, potential risk and alignment with our corporate priorities, we regret to inform you that we're unable to provide the requested assistance at this time. What the fuck? 9's worked there for years and they don't care in the slightest. Typical cyberpunk. Chew you up, spit you out. Nobody cares about you unless you're a corpo. Mercedes is extremely close to banging her head against the desk, until she comes across a fed-up forum titled f/neonexus. A post title, AMA, I found my girlfriend in a discarded Neurobyte prototype. Jackpot. She scrolls through the responses without delay, finally coming across a comment asking where he'd gotten the discarded Neurobyte drive. Everyone thought the mere existence of one was a myth. Data Slum Drive. That's only a couple roads down from my childhood home, or whatever's left of it. That's beside the point. It says I can find a prototype from a guy named Kiefer. Nothing else. Could fed up users be any more vague? Mercedes nearly knocks everything off the desk standing up. She needs to get that prototype immediately. 9. I'll be right back, okay? You just hang on tight. She takes one last glance at their vitals. Corruption 52%. 2 hours have passed since Mercedes last looked at 9's vitals. It seems that with every passing hour, 9 loses 10% of their bytes. Their memories. The lines of code that make 9. Okay, Mo, you've got 4 hours to get back to them. Everything will be okay, 9. I won't lose you. I can't. Man, Harvey, what the hell? After almost an hour's taxi drive, Mercedes finally makes it to Data Slum Drive. She paid for her trip only to be faced with the fact that she had no other lead. Fed-up users mentioned the location being really obvious, but nothing seemed out of the ordinary to Mercedes. That is until Mercedes notices a string of LEDs strategically placed to lead her into a dark alleyway. In any other circumstance, this would have been a trap, but Mercedes was willing to do everything and anything to save her best friend. The alleyway led to a couple of stairs down, which then led to a hallway filled with doors. It was like a never-ending maze. She wasn't sure of which one to choose, but only one of them had a little peephole on it, so she decided to try her luck with that one first. You passed the door test! Looked like common sense to me. The man looks through the peephole and all around Mercedes, probably checking to see if she's come alone or with anyone else. Psst, what's the password? Password? Mercedes wasn't aware of any password. Be honest. I don't know. Ding ding ding, that's right! The man quickly backs away and some rustling can be heard from behind the door. Welcome to the den. Kiefer, I've said this a million times. It's called the Nexus Zone. The Nexus Zone. Whatever. Don't mind him. He's uncool. All he ever talks about are retro tech and whatever VR headsets are. Boring. He says these things about how revolutionary they were back in the day, but I just don't get it. Just get AR eyeball transplants. The big clunky things on your head make you look like a weirdo. Kiefer starts absentmindedly pulling on Mercedes' wrists. It seems as if he wanted to show her something. Come, I recently just got a bunch of new tech and it's much cooler than his retro shit. I got stuff like body plates and bug detectors. And I got this voice synthesizer the other day. It's super sick. I can make my voice sound like famous people or Errol over there, but he hates it when I do it. He's no fun. Kiefer, this is great and all, but I need help finding some tech for myself. I think it counts more towards retro tech, which I know is Errol's whole shtick, but maybe you've heard of it too? Something called a Neurobyte drive prototype. I don't know what that is, but you can ask Errol about it. Kiefer points to a separate section of the room shabbily covered by a shower curtain. Thank you, Kiefer. Mercedes pulls the curtain back, being met with Errol slouched on a beanbag and playing with a relic of the past, a Nintendo Switch. Excuse me? Kiefer said I could ask you for a Neurobyte drive prototype. Ah, that old junk? What do you need it for? It's for a close friend of mine. They really need one right now and I'm scared that any longer and they might die? Yeah, I've heard of this happening. Your Android must be sweet. Look, I'd love to just give it to you only because I honestly don't give a shit. But rent's kinda tight this month. What you got to give in return? What? Won't money be enough? I guess, but where's the fun in that? Oh my god. Give up your first gift from 9. I'm not speaking to Harvey. You like old stuff, right? Here's a thing. I don't know. Mercedes digs into her pocket and reaches for her first gift from 9. She holds it out, letting Errol take a peek. Oh my god. Is that an IPM Mini? Holy shit, I thought these bad boys were gone forever. Take whatever you need, lady. Enjoy your prototype. It takes a small component out of a safe, tossing it at Mercedes. Not willing to waste another second, she books it outside to grab a cab back home. I'm coming, 9. Please hold on a little longer. Prototype in hand, Mercedes makes a beeline for the office. She makes the mistake of looking at the monitor first, the harsh red 10% making itself evident. It's now or never. She jacks the Neurobyte drive into the computer, as well as 9's mind link. It's time to make the transfer. There's only a handful of 9's conscience left, so it shouldn't take long, but Mercedes can't help but fidget during the entire process. How much will 9 remember? Will 9 even come out of this aware of who Mercedes is? Please, 9. Please be okay. The second transfer complete pops up. Mercedes is quick to open the Neuralink communicator. She hesitates for a second before typing the words, 9, is that you? Who else would it be? I'm so glad he's okay. Aww. Oh, thank fuck. That was such a good short story. Oh my god. Oh, I love that so much. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go and check out the other option. Call Harvey. Mercedes is gonna snap. Give me a moment. She steps out of their weird little room, stepping out into the hallway. She digs into a pocket and reaches for her phone. Anything. Mercedes is willing to do anything. She rings a number familiar to her. How much money? What? Your services. I'll pay double whatever the guy who called the hit on 9 did. Mer, what is this about? These guys have something I want. I'm at Data Slum Drive. It's the only thing blocking me from saving 9. If you kill them, my hunter permit stays intact and I get my 9 back. Just, please. I'll pay my entire savings if I have to. Mercedes is visibly unwell. Pacing near the door like a madman, she's about to rip her hair out. She doesn't care if the answer to all her problems were a bloodbath. She needs 9. I'll be there in a bit. Man, we're killing innocent people? Prototype in hand, Mercedes makes a beeline for the office. She makes a mistake of looking at the monitor first, the harsh red 10% making itself evident. It's now or never. She jacks the neurobyte drive into the computer as well as 9's mind link. It's time to make the transfer. There's only a handful of 9's conscience left, so it shouldn't take long. But Mercedes can't help but fidget during the entire process. How much will 9 remember? Will 9 ever come out of this aware of who Mercedes is? Please, 9. Please be okay. Mer. Ew, you're still here? You're hot, but I'm so mad at you right now. Not now, Harvey. They wouldn't be happy with what you did. And who are you to say that to me? Mercedes chokes back her tears and tries with all her might not to sucker punch him right in the face. I still don't get it. You're willing to get blood spilled for an AI. I told you, they're more than an AI. We were friends. Human friends. We grew up next to each other, but... Ah, I see. Harvey stares at the computer screen, watching the slow progress bar fill up. He sighs and pats Mercedes on the head. I'm sorry for complicating things. I hope you'll be able to figure out things. He gives her a smile before leaving her to be alone. The second transfer complete pops up on screen. Mercedes is quick to open the Neuralink communicator. She hesitates for a moment before typing the words, 9, is that you? Who else would it be? Oh, I'm glad that in both endings they turn out to be okay. But my god, that was so good. It was like a short story, but the world building was so well done. I have such a soft spot for cyberpunk universe setting. I love cyberpunk a lot. Like the aesthetic, the whole world is very interesting to me. So every single time I see like a cyberpunk themed visual novel, I'm just like on it, like a fly on a rotten piece of fruit. Oh my god, I love that. Please check out this game and experience it for yourself. Thank you so much for reading the story along with me though. I really appreciate it. The game is made by Lemon Deer Studios, who are some acquaintances of mine, and they are very talented with their games. Definitely check out 009 Lives and also check out their demo Threads of You Beyond the Bay, because that is an incredible visual novel / dating sim as well that you should definitely play. But once again, thank you so much for being here. If you guys liked the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. Also, if you want to hang out outside of these videos, I stream on Twitch 4 times a week. Feel free to pop over and hang out with me in the lovely community. We would love to have you. But that's all for now. Thank you so much again, and until next time, take care.